Have you thought about starting your own windshield repair business, but had a ton of questions racing through your head? Like, is it profitable? Well, what about this? Should I do it this way? Well, what about that? Well, recently, I had the privilege to sit down with a couple of windshield repair technicians from all over the United States, and we did a Q&A, and they answered a ton of questions. So stay connected and keep listening, and you can hear it from those technicians themselves. Hey, it's Corey and Monique checking in with Delta Kits, and today we got Jorge Sandoval on the line. He's based out of Cali, and we're going to speak with him about windshield repair and what it is that he does in the windshield repair industry. So let's start off. Jorge, we appreciate you for your time, and we just want to jump right in and ask, how long have you been in the windshield repair industry?
I've been a total of about 10 years.
10 years. That's what's up. 10 years. So do you do repair, replacement, or what all do you do?
I do both. I do mostly replacements, but I also do repairs as well.
Okay, cool. And before getting started, did you have any experience as a replacement repair technician or anything like that before starting your own business?
Before I started my own business, it's like many other people. I started a shop. Here and there, and then once I gained enough experience, I ventured on my own.
That's what's up, man. Ventured on your own, being your own boss, making your own hours. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So you're your own boss, 10 years in. What's your setup like? What's your business model?
So right now, it is basically 100% mobile.
Okay, 100%. Okay.
I run everything. I do advertising with Google, sort of.
Okay.
I have my website, and as always, the best advertising for me is word of mouth.
Gotcha.
Customer, they're happy, and they refer me to their friends, and that's the main goal when I do a replacement or repair. Get the next stuff out of the practice and work for the next customer. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. And being mobile, have you ever considered like maybe getting a brick and mortar building or like doing anything different, or you've always thought mobile and always want to do mobile?
Mobile has been working for me for the last 10 years, but yes, I believe it's time for me to start looking for a shop, and that's part of the goals next year to open a shop and keep the mobile working as well.
Gotcha.
That's awesome.
That's really good, man. Knowing what works for you. And then knowing, hey, sometimes you slow down. Sometimes it's best to have a standalone location or maybe a good balance of both. So, about how many vehicles do you do per day? Like as far as repairs and replacements?
Per week, per month? What was
per you can give me per week or daily or weekly, either or.
Okay. Let's do monthly. I mean, I'm one guy, so I'll do anywhere from 70 to 80, 90 sometimes.
Okay.
Just myself a little bit.
Okay. So 70. Okay. That's a good number. Of that, do you keep track of how many repair versus replacements or,
Do I keep track of it? Not really.
Okay.
I'm not that good with the numbers. I just go by ear, if you want to call it like that.
Yeah. No, I got you. Cool. And of your jobs, when it comes to doing a windshield repair, what do you charge for a rock chip?
Right now, my market is kind of low, but what I do is a 55. That's my starting point.
Okay.
And then $10 per any additional chip on the same windshield.
Got you. That's what's up. So 55 plus 10 plus 10. And then do you how many repairs do you stop at before you do a replacement?
3.
Okay. So you do. Okay. That's cool. And
yeah,
of that, what's the percentage as far as like insurance versus cash jobs? Do you keep track of that, or do you kind of have idea of how many insurance versus cash jobs you do?
That's an easy answer for me. My area is not big for insurance, at least not in my business yet. So 99% of it is cash.
Okay, cool.
I hardly do insurance.
Gotcha. And Monique and I know you're based out of Cali, but just so our people who are listening to this, can you tell them where you actually located at?
I'm actually in Moreno Valley.
Okay.
This is actually Riverside, California.
Riverside, got it.
I work out if I know people knows that this is the Inland Empire, which is basically Riverside and San Bernardino counties.
Gotcha.
But that's what they call it, Inland Empire.
Gotcha. And in regards to your pricing, going back on that, you charge 55 for a rock chip, 10 for each additional. When setting your price, did you look at any of your competition to see what they actually charge, or how did you come to 55 being a good number for you?
I know my competitors go for 25, 30, Safely, I guess 75, 85.
Gotcha.
I do not. I don't do price match. I do check my competitors, but I refuse to price match anyone. Whatever my price is for the repair of the replacement, that's what it is. If somebody else is higher or lower, that's on their end, and I don't fight the customer. I don't try to,
Gotcha.
drag the customer.
Gotcha. Makes sense. You figure you got a price that works for you. Hey, it is what it is. No point in going back and forth trying to barter. So I feel you on that.
Yep.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So next question, rolling right along to be valuable of your time. I know you're taking time off from a job right now to help us here. But next question for you is when doing your billing, like cash jobs or credit card processing, do you use any special software or hardware?
For billing, I use QuickBooks.
Okay, QuickBooks. And do you do the online version or which
online?
Version? Okay, online. Got you.
And for credit cards, I use Square.
Square. Okay, cool. And just a random question for you with Square, do you actually pass that percent fee on to the customer, or do you actually eat that fee?
No, I pass it on to the customer. Given my price and whatever they say they're going to pay with the card, I say, well, there is a 3% charge for the
3% convenience fee or service fee for using Square. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And when doing a repair, so like when you get ready to approach a customer, right? So you show up, you finna do a repair. What do you say to them to put them at ease and convince them that you are the guy that is finna do this windshield repair to make them feel comfortable?
Most of the time, I tell them about my experience on Hourglass Week. I explain them in this area it's just a handful of guys that really invest money on going to those kind of events, travel, put the hours, take training, and get certified with the National Windshield Repair Association. Okay. And I many times I carry proof of that. I have patches, I have the certificates, I have pictures, and all that fun stuff that I work for.
Gotcha. Now that makes sense, man. You got to have a portfolio of what you actually do, because sometimes we can tell people, hey, I do this, I do that, but having that actual evidence on scene, sight on scene, showing them that and giving them that peace of mind is really, truly key. If you could you name 3 things that sets you apart from your competition?
Networking has been one of them.
Gotcha.
I have really good friends in the industry, and they help me a lot with knowledge.
Gotcha.
I improved the image of my business by buying polo shirts, long sleeve.
Gotcha.
Simple things like getting my hair cut and looking clean, not like the average installer. There's some customers they may expect.
Yep.
I mean, lately I invested in a brand new vehicle. Well, brand new for me.
Gotcha.
That it definitely improves the appearance of my business.
Yeah.
Along with the Yelp reviews and the website and all that fun stuff, it helps a lot.
Yeah, now you make sense, man. First impression is the last impression. If you don't have a pressed logo uniform on, people look at you like, what are you doing? In this day and age, man, you got to have a uniform. And you're right. First impression is the last impression with a lot of people. So next one is, do you feel there's any challenges for you in the windshield repair industry or within your Riverside area? Are there challenges that you face?
Just basically in pricing my competitors. It is a little bit of a challenge when everybody is trying to make a quick buck and destroy cars, and you're this guy that followed that beautiful performance, and now you have to fix them.
Right.
but then again, it's part of the business, and that's what we do. That's what we train. That's where we know the difference between their
Mm-hmm.
job or the way they do their part and the
Gotcha.
way we do our part, and we try to set ourselves apart
Gotcha.
at the same time.
Yeah. Now that makes sense. We play cleanup a lot of times where you cleaning up, trying to re-repair something or trying to explain that, hey, this isn't repairable. So you're right. People, the general public doesn't have a real true definition or understanding of what windshield repair is. So they're thinking one thing or had an experience in thinking that you should be able to fix what they already had done. So you're right. A lot of it is re-repairs or going, explaining things or just actually, just trying to set a realistic expectation and to explain something because it wasn't explained to them properly before. So you're right on
Yes.
that. Next one question for you, marketing question in here is in between repairs and replacements, what do you do to kind of like help generate more business for your company?
Like I said, I have a service that I pay for so I can get leads through Google.
Okay.
In my area, the second one,
Mm-hmm.
the second link that you're gonna find on Google in my city.
Okay.
Then again, you get a lot of leads, and you do your best to keep advertising on Facebook
Mm-hmm.
and just handing over cards whenever you see the opportunity. I mean,
Gotcha.
it's my business, and I'm on my phone, and I'm on the next customer every single time. Just trying to get leads for my business, for my.
Gotcha. And when you follow up with
Okay.
those leads, are you following up via phone call, email, text, or how does that work?
Most of the time, it's a phone call. If the customer reach out to me through text, I will answer text all the way until I'm done with the job, if that's what
Gotcha.
they want. If
Mhm.
it is an email, I will follow email. I do not, in my opinion, I do not change the way that we communicate until I'm done with the job,
Okay.
or whatever. If they don't book the job,
Mm-hmm.
I still follow the same way they contact me first,
Gotcha.
because I feel the customer did it that way, either a phone call or text or email, because that's how they feel comfortable doing things. So I
Right.
just try to keep it on their own comfort zone.
Yeah. Now that make perfect sense. Hey, they contacted you that way, therefore I'm gonna keep it that way until they tell me otherwise. So yeah, that actually makes sense, and that's something that Monique and I do ourselves. If you email us, we continue emailing until you say call or until whatever, or
You
even through
say
text
that
or
for
Facebook.
phone. Yeah, you do that.
Yep. So next question, moving right along. What is the biggest mistake you feel windshield repair technicians make?
The biggest mistake.
Yeah.
That's
He's like,
that's
which how many? I only get to choose one.
the biggest mistake that technicians make. I don't know. I don't know if I make a lot of mistakes or not. I don't have anybody judging over me, and the people that I seen do the repairs, they hardly make mistakes. So
Okay.
more likely, being realistic, probably setting the expectations high for the customer.
Yeah, you're
When
right.
they approach the customer, they tell them this is gonna disappear because that's what the customer wants.
Right.
And some technicians, just to get their job
Mm-hmm.
booked, they promise everything, and
Yeah, they
Uh,
promise the world and say it's going to disappear, but we all know a windshield repair will never disappear. It's always
Yeah.
going to be a scar there. So I feel you on that. Setting the right expectation is probably a mistake that I see happen a lot because people just trying to get the sale, and sometimes they honestly forget to set the expectation. Other times, it's like you're just telling people what they want to hear versus being realistic.
yes,
Gotcha.
I've seen that a lot.
Yep. So if you could offer one piece of advice for someone starting out in the windshield repair industry, what would that be?
One piece of advice.
Yeah.
Well, the first years are always hard,
Mhm.
but it is worth it. At the end, if you're gonna venture on your own and you're gonna start your own business, networking, hard work, and keep on getting up early in the morning and go to work.
That's right, man.
I
Hard
mean,
work.
it
Hard
is
work pays
at
off.
the end of the day, when you can just turn off the phone and take a vacation with your family,
Mhm.
and you don't have to answer no one or tell nobody I need a vacation for next week. I
Mhm.
mean, it is worth it to be your own boss.
Yep. I feel you on that. When it comes to soliciting testimonials from your customers for Google, Yelp, or for your website, how do you go about getting those?
With Google,
Mm-hmm.
for Yelp, I do not pay anything for Yelp.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't worked out for me.
Mm-hmm.
I do get some leads through them based on my the reviews on my business.
Gotcha.
And like I said, through Google, I have a service that it generates leads for me.
Okay.
Basically, the customers can click on the link and
Mm-hmm.
it makes a phone call directly to my phone.
Gotcha. So when you finish a job and you want a review, like to get the 5-star rating, do you actually ask customers for the rating, or do you ask them to go on your site, or are you even concerned for getting reviews?
Okay, that's a high priority for me. I do not tell the customer right away. The reason why I don't want to feel or look like I'm like needy, but I do text the customer. I have a script, and I text them like 2 days after, late afternoon, around 6, 7,
Mm-hmm.
when I think people is like relaxed and ease and they already had dinner. Just a quick text. Thank you for letting me work on your vehicle. This is my review. I'm trying to build the brand for my business, which provides for my family. Have a great day.
Cool.
That's what I do. I do a little follow up 2 days later.
Got you. And do you give them any incentives to do business with you again, or to refer others to you? So do you have like a referral program, or like a gift card, anything you give people for sending you business?
Not at the moment. Not really.
All right, cool.
I don't have anything set up like yet. I have an idea,
Uh-huh.
but nothing set.
Gotcha. And in regards to your business, do you have any like financial goals for like the year, for like the month? Like I need to make X amount of money, or any goals set up for your business?
Yes, I do. I'm still working on it.
Mm-hmm.
I still have a quarter of a year to go.
Yeah.
But yes, I think it's important to have a goal set.
Gotcha.
You have to know where you're going, even when it's in the dark. You have to find a path. You have to have a destination.
That's right.
So yes, I have a goal every year.
Yeah, you got to have a goal, and you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you've been. You know what I mean? So you got to set goals and figure out what works for you. And it's just not actually for your business, just in life in general, making goals to motivate yourself, keep yourself on track, to know why you're doing this. You know, your who, what, why, when, and where is extremely important. So last question we got for you, and we really value and appreciate you for your time. But last question, is there anything else that you would like to share with us, or share to windshield repair technicians who's getting ready to get started in the auto glass industry?
Basically, the most important: get trained, invest in training, invest in good tools. Auto Glass Week, for some people is really far, for some people is really close. Regardless, spend the buck, networking, and have fun.
That's right. Fun. There you go, brother. Have fun. You got to always do it with a smile on your face. And if you ain't having fun, you're doing something wrong. Yep. So we really, truly appreciate you for your time and taking time out your busy day. I know you're in between jobs today, so we really, truly appreciate you for taking this time. And it was good talking to you, and we hope to see you again. But if we know for sure we will see you next year, Orlando at Auto Glass Week. So appreciate you, and thank you for helping other technicians from all over the world.
No problem. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the time, and we'll see you in Orlando. Thank you, Monique.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye, guys.